All right, today is more practice with algebraic equations. So still focusing on one step for these, and then practicing bar modeling. All right, so we'll get started just as soon as people get in here. Let's hide these. Those are annoying. And our first problem is x minus 3 equals 15. What does x equal, you guys? Just tell me. 18. You're right. But let's learn how to bar model these and show them. My computer's not wanting to separate. Just a second. Okay, well, we'll just not do that. All right, so let's bar model this. What's our whole? We're going to do a part whole here. What's our whole, guys?
15.
Okay. Is it though?
Yes. No, I know.
What is it? It's x, isn't it? Our whole is x because it says x minus 3 equals 15. So this is 3. This is 15. What's x? Ashlyn? 18. Now stop before we go on. I know you know that. We're going to learn how to show this properly. Okay, this is called balancing equations. So here's my bar model, but here's how I do this algebraically. Okay, we're going to start with the problem, x minus 3 equals 15. Now, what did you do in your head to find x, you guys? Michael?
Add 15 and 3.
Yeah, you added 3, right? So whatever we do to one side of an equation, we have to do to the other side. I wanted to get x by itself because I'm solving for x. So I added 3 to both sides. See, that equal sign means things need to be balanced on both sides. I want everybody writing this. We're all engaging here and writing down exactly what you see up on the slide. Thank you. You know, I have to probably come around and check notes today. And then you guys are right. Now that minus 3 plus 3, does that just kind of equal 0? Just cancels each other out, doesn't it? On this side, because what's a minus 3 plus 3? Or let's say let me move that around. Let's do this. Let's put the plus 3 right here. So it's just a little bit more clear. What's x plus 3 minus 3? Just say it. It's x plus what?
0.
X plus 0, exactly. Those just become 0. So now x equals 18. All right, go ahead and write that down. I'm going to try to get my computer to go in tablet mode again. It's just not wanting to separate for me. There it goes. Okay, let's do another one. All right, draw a bar model. Now we have 7 minus x equals 4. What's our whole this time? We draw a part whole. Declan?
7.
It's 7. Good. Okay, let's draw our bar model over here. Okay, what goes in my parts? McKinley. X and 4. Great job. Are you guys used to drawing your part like this with the parts in the units, or do you draw them underneath like this? Does it depend on who you were in class with?
Yeah, they've done different.
So for you guys, you can hang with me whichever way I do it, right? Good, because I prefer them underneath like this. I like them like that. Uzziah.
You do is it okay if you do the little thing that shows 7?
You mean like
the little box?
the little box?
Or not the box, but the thing that shows that the whole is 7.
Like this?
Yeah, can I do that?
You can do that. I don't like to draw those things because I always draw them messy.
Okay.
So I always draw them like this. So I just use brackets instead, but it means the same thing. Okay. All right. So what's x?
So
Eyes up here. What's x? What is it, guys?
3.
Yeah, that's really easy, isn't it? Let's do this algebraically so that you learn what you're doing. All right. So here's our problem. 7 minus x equals 4. Is it fair to say that x would equal, let's look at our bar model. Is it fair to say that x would equal 7 minus 4?
Yes.
right? Yeah, x equals 7 minus 4. So let's just turn that around. We can use our bar model to help us with that. And x equals 3. Now, if we were really balancing these equations, I need you writing everything down. Isaac, here. If we were really, like if we were in pre-algebra next year, this would look different. Don't write this part down, okay? This is kind of going to be confusing, but I want to show you. It would look like this. 7 minus x equals 4. And then we would do something like negative x equals 4 minus 7, because we would just have subtracted 7 from both sides. Then we would do negative x equals negative 3. Then we would divide both sides by negative 1, and we'd have x equals 3. That's a little bit tougher, isn't it? Let's not do it that way. It's okay to use your bar model and just in this kind of a problem, just rewrite it. That's why I said when we were doing that warm up, like this one's a little bit harder because we had a minus a variable subtraction. Okay. Yeah, the way we're doing it is good. We'll just do it that way. That's an answer key in case I ever have a sub. Morgan? Don't worry about the lines. They're just in case you have questions. Okay. All right, 1/3 x equals 15. Okay, let's start with our bar model. Can anybody suggest a way to draw a bar model for this? How would you start? If 1/3 x equals 15, I'll just start with a bar and then you guys can tell me how to divide it up. I mean, we know we need to do that much, right? What do you guys think? Morgan? I don't know. I don't think the whole is going to be 15. Because think about it for just a second. It says 1/3 of x equals 15. What's x, you guys?
5.
No. 1/3 of x, 45, right? So our whole is not 15. What's our whole? What is our whole? Ashlyn Mason? What is it? Well, it will be, but we don't know that quite yet. We have to show it with what information we have, right? So is it x or is it 15 or is it 1/3? It's x, yeah. So it's x. How should I divide up my bar model? Rajveer? Into thirds, good. And Morgan, what does one unit up there equal? It says 1/3 x equals 15. Yep, one of the units equals 15. Good. All right, so let's solve this. 1/3 x equals 15. You guys have already figured out that x equals 45. How did you do that in your head? How did you figure out that x equals 45? Stella. 15 times 3, exactly. Now, we have an equal sign there, so can I just do 15 times 3 and nothing to the other side? No, I need to multiply by 3 on both sides. What is it called? I'm going to do this. What is it called when I flip a fraction on its head or flip it upside down? What's that other number called? Piper? The reciprocal. So right now what I'm doing is I'm multiplying by the reciprocal. 3/1 is the reciprocal of 1/3, right? It's the opposite. Okay, so now I've got 3 times 1 over 1 times 3. That gives me 3/3x, and 15 times 3, 45/1. What's 3 divided by 3? What is it, class?
1.
1. So I just have 1x. Now remember, I don't write 1x. I just write x. X equals 45. Okay, is that step confusing anybody using the reciprocal? Mira?
Why would be 3 times?
Oh, how did I get there?
Yeah.
Okay, because I multiplied fractions. So I multiplied 3 times 1. And so when I multiply fractions, I multiply numerators and denominators.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was confused by the 15 times y.
Mira, say that last part again. Yeah, so I changed those to improper fractions because we were using improper fractions on this side to demonstrate that what we're actually doing is multiplying by the reciprocal. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, let's do, okay, go ahead and open up your textbook to page 16. Textbook, guys, and you're going to solve numbers 5 and 7. Declan? Okay, so I'm gonna give you just a second. Okay, number 5 is y, whoopsies, y minus 5 equals 11. Can somebody help me, tell me how I would bar model this? Kylie?
I did like 1 bar.
Yep. Okay, so y is my whole, great. Okay. Nice job. And then y equaled what? Well done. Give yourselves 2 snaps if you got y equals 16. Okay, oops, that's not number 6, it's number 7. It's not 1, 2, there we go. Who's got number 7 for me that they can help me with? Let's see, Olive? Let me just write the problem here. 20 minus y equals 11. Okay, how did you bar model this? Okay. 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 Oh, nice job. Nice up here, please. Oh, we're doing math in pen again. Shoot. Okay. All right. Then what?
Then I did
You might have just thought of the answer. Okay, what was the answer? Y equals 9, good. I'm going to show us one more step. I'm just going to flip this around and say that y equals 20 minus 11, because we can use our bar model to show that. And then all of you got it right. Your y equals 9. Good job. Okay. Piper? If number 5, y equals, oh, so if we were doing like the balancing the equation, yeah, so you would do y minus 5 plus 5 equals 11 plus 5. That's how you would have shown that. And then you would do your next step will be y equals 16. That's kind of a hard one to remember, but if you guys get the hang of balancing equations, that's how you're going to be doing it in the future. So it's good to start practicing that if it makes sense to you. All right, go ahead and turn your packet to the exit ticket and work on that, please. Put your name on the top of the sheet.